I bet the majority of you have no idea what hood louvers and hood vents are actually supposed to do. If you think that they're just supposed to let hot air escape your engine bay, you should pay attention to this video. We'll talk about what they do, when you should get them, and what to get. So first off, there's hood vents and there's hood louvers. Vents are basically just an opening and louvers have fins. Now, when your car is sitting still and idling, yes, they're basically just a vent to allow hot air to escape your engine bay, but when your car is moving, it's a different story. They're supposed to add downforce and also increase cooling by increasing the amount of air going through your radiator. So if you look at the car above, air that hits the front of your car is either going to go underneath, into your engine bay, or over your hood. When you add hood louvers or hood vents, the air that goes into your engine bay can now flow out through the vents, over your car. Now if your hood vents are literally just vents, then the air inside your engine bay, which is high pressure, will just flow out through the vents. But if you have well-designed louvers, the air will literally be pulled out through your vents. And that's because the fins of the louvers that are sticking out over your hood create this low pressure region the way it forces air to flow around them on top of your hood. And air gets pulled to low pressure. So when you pull air up and out of the engine bay, you create downforce in that location, but you also allow more air to flow into your radiator and into the engine bay, which increases cooling. You want air to flow across your radiator. That's how you cool your engine. So now you know what they do, but how do you know when it's time to get them? Well, there's really no bad time because there's really no downside to hood louvers unless you just don't like how they look or you have an exposed air filter underneath your louvers. Because if it rains, you wouldn't want to get that wet. But a really common time to do it is when you install a real front splitter or underbody that covers up the bottom of your engine bay. Because once you do this, air has nowhere to escape underneath your car once it goes into your engine bay, so no air is going to want to come in. You kind of need those hood louvers or hood vents to allow air to go through your engine bay. This is why I got them on my car, because I overheated the first session going out to the track after installing my splitter. And when you have a front splitter, it actually makes the louvers more effective because less air is flowing underneath your car, more air is flowing over, which means it's pulling more out through the extractors. Now, what should you be looking for when looking for louvers or vents? And honestly, wind tunnel testing. A lot of these hoods that you find online, like carbon fiber hoods or whatever, just have like these vents with like fake looking louver things, but they don't actually stick up out of the hood and they don't actually extract anything. They're kind of just for looks. They're vented, yes, but they're not extractors. They're not going to pull air out of your engine bay. So unless your car has a hood available with real louvers, I recommend buying louvers and installing them on a hood. And then the design of the louvers is very important for how well they extract air, and you should look for a company that has done wind tunnel testing on the louvers. My favorite is Race Louvers. That's where I got mine from. I'm not sponsored and they didn't pay me anything to do this. I just think that they have very good data. So that's it, but let me know if you guys have any questions.